What's up, everybody? I'm here with Dougly Designs to show you how I made a soap dispenser using these blue jeans that you see on the table, some epoxy resin from Amazing Clearcast. Great company, nice people, very generous. They actually sent me these 2 bottles so that I can make some projects, and I totally appreciate it. I hope they're not disappointed in me, which, hey, what's new? Anyway, so what I did was I made 2 different colors of epoxy. You see the orange, you see the white, and mixing it with the blue jeans to create a orange, white, and blue color profile. War Eagle, go Tigers. And then I put it in this picture that I got from the thrift shop. That's gonna be my little silicone, not silicone, just the mold that I'm gonna put it all in. Pressure it down, trying to get all the air bubbles out. This was just gonna be the little base that I made, and in order to create some textures, some extra appeal to the design, I decided instead of just doing layer after layer after layer in a horizontal pattern, I was going to start wrapping objects with it, so that whenever it does come out, it would give more of a denim look to it. And so I just created larger patches of the blue jeans and then wrapped them around, what was this, like a seasoning tube or something like that, I forget. I applied the epoxy liberally, very liberally, so that you would see some of the color shine through whenever the object went through the lathe. Um, I just kept on stacking layers, kept on applying epoxy liberally to both sides, continued to add to it, continued to add to it. At this point, the epoxy was going through the exothermic reaction. I could feel the heat. I knew that time was running out, so I just kept on hurrying up and applying a little bit more and a little bit more so that I could run through the epoxy. Let's see, what's going on now? What am I doing now? Yeah, just continuing to roll it up. You gotta wear gloves. You don't want this stuff on your hands. It is absolutely a mess on your hands, and plus it contains some harmful chemicals that you don't want, inside of you before it cures. Oh, look at me go. What was I thinking? So, thanks for checking out the video. Hope you like it so far. I know that there's no music like other people have in their videos, but I'm gonna learn how to do that. I just got this PC. I'm just learning video editing on Vegas Pro 17.0. It rhymes because, bars. I'm using a Silpat sheet underneath. The epoxy doesn't really stick to it. It's great for cooking. It's great for epoxy work. And it should have saved my mouse pad that you see underneath it, but I'm just such a klutz, such a mess that I completely ruined the mouse pad with some epoxy. You see me running through the last bit of the white. I didn't have enough white to cover that sheet, so I added some blue, or orange, War Eagle. And at this point, I'm, probably should have put it in the tube, the pitcher, but I wanted to run through all the jeans that I had, so here I am putting it in there. It didn't work. So here I am trying it again. Nope, didn't work. At this point, I just give it one more shot, and if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna shove it down. Get in there, get in there, you stupid son of jeans. This is frustrating right here. It completely ruined my thought process and what I was expecting to go with. And so after you got all of the jeans in there, the next step is to put it into a pressure pot and set this pressure pot to what must have been like 40 psi. And you're going to let it cure in here while the pressure is up. That way all the air bubbles, the majority of the air bubbles, the ones that can come out. And in order for me to sit this onto the lathe properly, I had to trim off the top and then seat a pilot hole. I wanted to get it as center as possible, so I wasted as little materials as possible. Using a Forstner bit, I think this was 2 1/8 inch. And I had to continue to use the vacuum, clean out the extra so that it didn't create any unnecessary friction. And as you can see, the Forstner bit is just smoking hot. Look at that heat, that fume coming off of it. That's not healthy. You're going to want to wear a mask. Definitely wear a mask. Otherwise, you're just inhaling all of that. Who wants to do that? Nobody. Nobody's sane anyway. But I just kept on drilling down. This is going to be my little cavity reservoir for the soap in the end. It's also going to be the pilot hole so that I can fit it onto the chuck. The chuck is on the lathe. That's what holds the object that you're turning on the lathe. if you're a beginner. Here it is, attached to the lathe. Shaping it right now, getting all the edges out, making it round. Look at me go. Oh man, the memories. This was months ago. I've just been so busy lately. I miss just spending the entire day in the garage. If I could do that, I would. But I'm just not as productive as you need to be. It takes me a little longer than some of these professionals. I don't know what they do right, but they are so good. So as you can see, my blank is getting rounder and rounder. It's not completely shaped, but you know, getting there. I want the base of it, the part on the left side of the screen on my right there, to be the bottom of the soap dispenser, toothbrush holder. And I want the part on my left, your right, to be the lid, the lip that holds the toothbrush in there. And I continue to shape. Noticing some really nice, interesting textures. I'm just in awe with how it turned out right there, even though there's so much extra to do. Boom bop da da boom bop diddly bop boom bop da boom. Yeah. Copyright strike. Sorry about the quality of these videos. I'm just, messing around out here at this point. Wanting to show you what I have done, what I used to spend my time on at this point. I'll get back to it. That's me making sure that I could fit the toothbrush in there. I hadn't, so I had to shave off quite a bit more material than I really wanted to. I wanted it to be a much more substantial piece, but in order to fit the toothbrush in there, I needed to continue to shave, and you see me getting that little reservoir for the extra soap that drips down and all the water and stuff that comes off your toothbrush when you set it. That's on your left, my right. Trying to get out the unevenness. Feel like that's good. So I started with a, I think that's 80 grit sandpaper. Working it down. I might have cut off the parts where I have the higher grit to polish it up, because this took a lot of time to sand it down to a nice, shiny, polished finish. Oh yeah, you can see I'm wearing a good old face mask. You gotta wear the face mask. You don't skip that step. You do not inhale this stuff. If you get into it, you have to wear the mask. So, in the comment section, tell me what you think. How you feeling? What's good? You eat well? What'd you have for dinner? Anyway, continuing. Still 80 grit. Oh, this is me mixing up the lid. It's not the exact video of the lid that wound up on there, but you can see on the left side that silicone mold. That's what I made the lid out of. I wound up going with a more orange design, because whenever this came out of the mold, it did not look proper. I added some green pigment or dye, and it just did not match the color profile whatsoever. Here I am trying to fill in some of the air bubbles that resulted in the sides, but this didn't work out. For the toothbrush holder, I had to take a drill bit. I broke that first one. That was pretty tragic. And drill out a pilot hole. I had to move up in size. And drop it down because the daggone bit was too big. secure it to the base of the drill press and drill out the hole. From there, I had to use a file to widen it out. But here's the finished product. You can't really see the greatness of the textures, but it's quite amazing if you ask me. But I'm biased here. You can see the oranges, you can see the whites, you can see that blue jean look coming through. That is the soap dispenser that came out. Shout outs to Alumilite Company and their support team. They helped me through this project. And I didn't show you the step where I added that lid, but I just applied CA glue to the edges of it and then set it down. Boom. It was ready. There's the soap. Don't mind the mess. I tried making this video earlier and some pretty scathing comments were written about the soap dispensing qualities, and I kind of let it get to me. You're not supposed to let other people get to you, but it got to me. So it took a while for me to get to uploading this video, and I do apologize for my lack of content. But here's the soap dispenser I made. You know, it's business soap. It holds my toothbrush. It fits in my bathroom, and you know, I'm probably gonna have it forever. Oh, and you see on the left, yeah, that thing right there. The lid, I've been just pouring my excess epoxy in there, making a bunch of extra lids, but you know, that was made from the lid of another soap dispenser. I poured that into some silicone so that I could copy the lid and then screw on that silver shiny dispenser cap. I even made some more. Here, let me go get them. Those are footsteps. Here, check them out. They look nice, huh? That's the gold one. That's the pink one with white pigment. That's the leftovers from my Vitamixer handle. Oh, come on, Ryan. I mean, come on. And that's mixed over from keycaps. Thanks for checking out the video. Subscribe if you want some more of this trash. And like the video, please. Just like the video. Tell me how you feel. Anyway, thanks for checking it out. Have a good one. Bye.